What's up, guys? It's Focus Motion doing a quick session along with my protege, Mikey Riley. I got 7-6 suited here and early position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check back, let him bet into me, and then now I'm going to do stack a donk, which everybody should be familiar with. I'm just going to make it 3. Looks like I'm trying to buy the pot when I have trip sevens, and usually I'll stack a donk. And so it's really weak, just to let you guys know, it's really weak for you to be calling an overbet on the river. Usually overbets on the river are bluff, true, but let's think about what his range might be in this situation. I really put him on like maybe a 10 with a draw, or quite possibly, let's see, what he had, maybe an 8, but no, it's not an 8. I think a 10. I think a 10 would be it. No, let's take a look at that hand. Oh, no. Okay, clearly stacking a donk right here. I don't know what would justify calling with ace high on an overbet on the board. And if you're going to be calling that, you might as well just shove your stack because you're leaving 40 cents behind. That makes no sense, guys. And all that, but on top of that, if you look at this, there's no draws you have whatsoever. Okay, so he's going all in. Obviously, I'm not going to fold. I got pot odds, definitely to call. I just got to be worried about copy over here. So I'm going to call and hopefully flop this straight. Okay, I flop something decent. I'm going to just check in and hopefully he checks back. So let's see what he does. And it's okay if he bets, it's okay for me to fold too. Okay, so I got more outs, and I will lead. It's kind of tricky because the board's very wet, so I just want to keep the pot small because I don't want to be blown off my draw. Because I have a pretty strong draw now. Ace or 9 will give me a straight, provided that's not a diamond or spade. So I keep the pot small. And let's see, if I bet and he raised, I'm blown off my draw and I don't have odds. I do have implied odds here. If I call, I hit a non-diamond ace or non-diamond 9. I'll stack them. So let's see what we do. Okay, so we missed completely. And there's an off chance he might have a spade. That we'll just let it go. I think he went it with ace high or something. Yeah, ace high. But I really can't bet into that because I don't know, he might hero call me. Anyway, yeah, like ace high. So let's take a look at that real quick, so we can try to get an idea. So he bet because he had the queen. Let's run that back. So right here, I check. Now, if I bet, I might have been able to take him off his hand, but I'm not getting any equity if he wins, because then I lose this right here. My thing is to win his stack, not his stack. So, he checks. He bets here because obviously he can bet here because he has a queen. So my thing was, if I bet into the pot, he would have raised me and I would have had to fold my draw. So knowing that, I wanted to keep my options open. So I decided to call a bet. And I hear, of course, we both check back. And I don't think he would actually fold to this kind of board. He's not that tight. He will call me down because our image earlier in this session was pretty loose. And so it's kind of hard for him to fold that. So let's see. So moving along. Fold the queen deuce suited. Any questions so far, Mike, on this? No questions? All right, learning, watching. Yeah, Mikey Riley, he's playing on Ace.com a lot. Also a bit on Full Tilt. Not so much on PokerStars, but he's going to be one of those up-and-comers. So you should be seeing him in the near future. We're 4 minutes into this, so we got about 6 more minutes before we post it up. I don't know much. Dirk or Dur, he's a regular. I played over 700 hands with him. He's lost about 2.5 buy-ins. And everybody else seems pretty straightforward. Everybody's stats are pretty taggish, pretty straightforward tag. Like Jen Storm, he's pretty tag like he's 17%. And so what we're going to do, we're going to set mine. Set money means we're going to call a raise and hopefully flop our 6 so we can basically let him step into the mine. This is actually not a bad flop for us. We will definitely actually raise him on this board here. Raising does two things. One, it throws him off an ace king, ace queen hand or whatnot. And two, I mean, if he has queens or kings or jacks or aces, he'll let us know by raising. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise for value. The board is so wet that he should be kind of scared about this kind of board. I would be too if I had aces or kings or queens. And let's see what happens here. What happens is he might actually just call, or in this situation, he folds. Now, the passive line or the weak line for me to do, which is call, is raise. But what happens on the turn? What happens if a heart comes off? What happens if a king, an ace, a jack, a 10 comes off? I mean, I'm out of position. I have no idea what I'm going to do. So in this situation, I want to take control and take position, so to speak, and raise him and make him say what he has. That's why he told me he had ace, king, ace, queen. He folded. So, or if he had aces or king, that's pretty weak to fold. So I really think he had like ace, king, ace, queen. And also, guys, when you are reviewing the replayer, it's also important to note the bet sizing. So when he bet into me on the flop, how much did he bet? So he raised a 3x, which is standard, 3 times the big blind, in late position. Okay. So right here, the pot is standing at 70 cents. He bets 40 cents. So that's almost half pot. So it's a little bit over half pot. So it could just be a regular continuation bet. And, you know, so I had a good hand with a good draw. So if he does call me, I need a 5 to get my straight, or, you know, if low cards come off, I should be good too. Yeah, but anyway, so. And also, our image, we haven't done any 3-betting or re-raising, so a lot. So they'll tend to give you credit more often than not. Over here, I'm going to raise it 3x with my 7s. Dokadoda plays back at me sometimes. See a 3-bet pre-flop with 5%. So he'll raise your raise, basically. That's what 3-betting means. But he doesn't do it light. So when he 3-bets you, that means he has a hand. It's also important to note who does that, who 3-bets often, because when they do that, that means they're usually aware that you're raising a lot. So you can, or if you're tight and you only raise a little bit, and they re-raise and they get you fold, they know they can take advantage of your raises. That's very profitable. 3-betting is very profitable to your win rate. You must have that in your arsenal. But I prefer 3-betting light in position and 3-betting tight out of position. Because if they call you or they re-raise you, you can be playing for stacks, and you need to have a strong hand to do that. But if you 3-bet light out of position, or in position rather, and they call you, you still have a chance to take it down. But if you're out of position with a light hand, that's kind of, it's a bum move. You don't want to do that. You can put to a lot of decisions, and a lot of people crumble. All right, so Gentrum again raises 3x. I got king 3 suited. One thing to keep in mind is if I call here and Donk could jam on us, he's so short that he might because of the odds. So I'm just gonna fold it. If Donk had a bigger stack, like let's say he had full stack, then I have implied odds to stack both people, and then I'll take advantage of that. But since he only had 85 cents, whatever, I call his rate, he's gonna call, and then, you know. Okay, so he c-bet with 7s, and he had ace jack. And also, guys, another thing to let you guys know, that Donk really is a donk, because he raised 30 cents, and he called for half the stack with ace jack. If you're going to be doing that, you're going to be raising all in with ace jack, not calling, because what are you going to do? Exactly on this flop, he didn't even hit, and he still called it all in. He still went all in, you know. So if you're going to do that, might as well just go all in on that. It's just really, I don't know, retarded. 3 deuce. It's a good hidden hand. I will just call. Not that often. Sometimes I will 3-bet in position, but I definitely want to try to stack Kopi, because if he has a strong pocket pair, and I hit a straight, especially with the ace on there, because that connects with his range, ace X or ace king or aces. And let's say I hit a 5-4 ace straight for a straight, I'm definitely taking this stack. So let's see what happens here. And I got it's connected with the suited connectors, so that's a good one too. And this will be the end of our hand, or the video rather, after watch. Let's see. Okay, folds. Ace hit. So okay, that's on top of, and the top of Kopi's range is aces, ace X, ace king, ace queen, yada yada yada. He bets 70 into 95. I have nothing to go on, not even a flush draw. I mean, it's so coordinated, so I'm just gonna fold. And I'll fold that. And thank you guys for watching. Until next time, with Focus Motion. See you later.